Evolution has created some strange and wonderful creatures on this planet, and we should be grateful for them and protect them. And although there's plenty more to discover, it's probably 99% just types of plankton and weird deep sea blobs. We won't be around in the million or so years it takes for new and exciting species to appear. But since humanity are an impatient bunch, we've sometimes played interspecies matchmaker by putting two different species in a room, cranking up the Barry White, and seeing what comes out of the genetic lottery of crossbreeding. Today, we're looking at the top 10 animals that are a mix of two species. Number 10. Zebroids are any equine animal mixed with a zebra, who are clearly the jazziest of the genus called Equus. This includes zedonks, zorses, and zonkies, which are also the funniest three words you are going to hear this week. One of the rarest mixes is the donkey male with a zebra female, also known as a donkra. Most zebroids take the zebra markings but are the size and shape of the other equine. Although they can be ridden, they are more wild and aggressive since zebras have not been domesticated through breeding like horses and donkeys. Number 9. Wholphin. The false killer whale is a natural species, a large dolphin that has similarities with the killer whale, since it's large and hunts other marine mammals. We still don't know much about them in the wild, but in captivity, one mated with a common bottlenose dolphin and produced fertile calves, a sign that the breeding works. This was named a wholphin and had characteristics that were halfway between the two. For example, in size and teeth, the dolphin has 88 teeth and the false killer whale has 44, so the calves have 66. Isn't math fun? Number 8. Savannah. Obviously, there are a huge number of different cat breeds, and some were mixed specifically to create similar features to wildcats, even if there's no direct link. The Savannah, however, is a direct mix between a house cat and an African serval, and the breeding needs at least one extra generation for them to be suitable house pets, since the first offsprings are too similar to their wild parents.
Cat can jump an amazing 7 feet in the air from a standstill. Savannahs jump higher and farther than any other domestic breed.
They're amazing. They're incredibly beautiful cats. They look like little leopards.
This is the Savannah, the largest domestic cat, weighing up to 30 pounds. It's the newest breed of cat created in 1986 by crossing the wild serval cat of Africa with a domestic cat. Want to adopt one? Get ready to spend up to $20,000.
Number 7. Ligers and Tegums. One of the more famous hybrids is another feline crossover, tigers mixed with lions. If you have a male tiger and a female lion, you get a liger, which are the largest living cats. They have a tiger's love of water and the lion's more social attitude. The largest alive is in the US, a beast called Hercules, who weighs close to half a ton. If you switch the sex of the parents with a male lion and a female tiger, you get a Tegon. These are normally a little darker than ligers and don't share their extra size.
So after they mate, the fertility rate is only 1 to 2%. Secondly, the cub survival rate is very low. A liger's survival rate is 1 in 100,000, and a Tigon only 1 in 500,000. There are fewer than 10 Tigons in the world.
One Tigon died soon after birth. The surviving cub is under 24-hour care.
Number 6. Zhou. The name Zhou is taken from Tibetan, but this yak and cow mix is sometimes called yaddle, which is much better than the other option, cack. I doubt cack burgers would fly off the menu. Zhoumous are the fertile animals, while zhou are infertile. The zhoumou can backbreed with either yak or cattle to produce something more similar to the original, which suggests that even pure yak or pure cows probably carry each other's genetic material. Number 5. Yin. This extremely rare mix is half guinea fowl and half chicken. Although on paper, that's not as cool as some of the others on this list, they are by far the most impressive to biologists. Biologists put life into a pyramid called the taxonomic rank. At the base, it's very general things, and each level gets more specific, like mammal, then carnivore, then felidae, which is every type of cat. For example, the lion and the tiger are actually in the same category at the top of the pyramid, called genus. So it's not surprising that they can get it on. But guinea fowl and chickens aren't. They're not even in the same second step. So it's very surprising that the magic works. One born in the UK in 2010 was even born with 4 wings, since being a hybrid makes mutation more likely. Number 4. Cama. Cama is what happens when you mix llamas with camels. Although true cama would be if llamas and camels could go around to human scientists' houses and make them mate with orangutans. You know, fair's fair. This mix can only be done by artificial insemination, since an adult camel can be 6 times the weight of a llama, which is like Hodor and Kristen Bell. The aim was to have a higher wool production than a llama and, to be honest, take away some of the llama's terrible personality. Number 3. Coy wolf. A coy wolf is not just a nervous wolf who can't talk to girls. It's a coyote mixed with a gray wolf. In evolutionary terms, these two separated just moments ago, somewhere between 100,000 and 6,000 years ago, since they've both been running up and down North America all this time. In the Great Lakes region, it was a cause for concern that most wolves were becoming part hybrids, thanks to the loss of wolves to hunting. These hybrids would be too small to be the apex predator of moose and deer, so the ecosystem could have been thrown out of balance. But a protection program helped reestablish wolf numbers. Number 2. Hinny. We all know the mule, that thing famous for carrying our stuff around in epic saga books and films. That's basically all they do. But, like with the Tigons and Ligers, the order of the parents makes a difference to what you get. So, male donkey and female horse gets you a horse. But the other way around produces a hinny, so named because female donkeys are called jennies. They are smaller than mules, partly because a female donkey is smaller than a female horse, so there's only so big the baby can get during the pregnancy. Number 1. Growler bear. Not to be confused with the granola bar, a healthy breakfast snack. The growler bear is, as you've probably guessed, a mix of grizzly and polar bear. And although you might assume that this is the result of bored zookeepers, the mix actually occurs naturally, since both species occupy similar territories in Canada and parts of Alaska. This may become more common as polar bears are driven south by the melting ice caps. Just make sure you call them growlers and not pizzlies, or they'll rip your face off. Thanks for watching another Daily Top 10's Top 10 video. And remember, it's our duty to entertain and yours to subscribe.
Please subscribe to Daily Top 10. Woo! Please subscribe to Daily Top 10. Please subscribe to Daily Top 10. Woo!